Alright, so it's another day. Three-rooter has its bumper, happy. And we are digging into the Yamaha Aerox today. So I've already got it loaded up here. I've been playing with it, inspecting everything. I'm going to show you guys a little trick for all you scooter guys out there. So your belt is a cogged belt. I get this one for illustration purposes. All right, so this is a normal belt. You can see the cogs on it. It'll focus. Anyway, you can see the cogs on it, and these little cogs actually run against the variator boss. So when you're running a factory style belt, the variator boss becomes your stopping point. So the belt can only go in so far, and that allows the belt to only go out so far on this back pulley. So effectively, that's the lowest gear you can run. So with this, what I do is I flatten the cogs out, as you can see. So I take a belt, I'll take a new belt, I always do this to my belts, and I flatten these cogs out so they're no longer as high, and it allows the belt to ride in closer to the variator boss, so it moves in like that. And when it goes in further here, it goes out further there. That gives you a deeper first gear or low gear, and it also goes the same way when it goes back this way. It allows it to ride further, deeper down into your drive sheaths as well. Some don't open up enough, but either way, it will at least give you a deeper low gear, and it makes a big difference on a scooter. Once you get to a certain point, you're out of gearing. You just can't go any further. And when you upgrade the rear gears like I did with the black scooter, your low gear's gone. So I have to do these types of tricks in order to make it work. Now, Malossi actually caught on to that, and they started doing it themselves. You can see here's an untouched belt, and you can see the cogs are actually flat on this. So that's straight from Malossi. So, little tip, just to get you a little bit extra grunt down low. Anyway, I just did that to this belt, and I just reinstalled it. I also rejetted it. It was jetted wrong, for lack of a better term, but not a big deal. I went with a little bit more fuel in the low end and a little, well, I wouldn't say less fuel, about the same fuel up top. So, getting the carburetor dialed in. It has a Delorto 21mm on it. It has a Technigas pipe on it, which I'm not too fond of, but you know what, for this bike it's probably okay, just because it's gonna maintain that low end that we want. So Delorto 21 with the Technigas pipe on it, and in here's got a Malossi clutch. It's an adjustable clutch. I have it set up right now to hit around 10K, 10,000 RPM or so. Just that's where it comes out, and it starts to grab right around 8. Also the variator, I worked the variator. So this is a variator. This is a stock variator, outward face or outboard face. And you can see there's a recess for the variator boss again. And most of them you have to run washers anyway. So what I did was I flattened this whole area down to the variator boss area and then reshaped it. And what that allows you to do is this pulley then can move in more a little bit and still maintain the same gearing down low, and then it starts to shift up pretty quick as it gets to the top end. So you'll end up with a lot more top end with this if it does that. It'll shift in, and as it goes in, it increases how much radius is applied, and then this belt rides down in lower on the back. So it'll get you down to your highest possible gear. So we have basically the belt mod to get us our low gear, the variator mod to get us our high gear, and we'll see how that works. I'll make a dyno pull just to make sure that I didn't lose any real top end, or if I've done anything to cause a problem there. and if not, then we'll take it out to the road and we'll test. I'm also installing a upgraded starter. I think this one will fit. This is for a jog, but I'm pretty sure they're the same. So I'm gonna try to install this real quick, and then that'll give me more consistent starting. It still has this factory starter, and since it's an upgraded 70cc, a lot of times that becomes an issue. This is got more juice to it. Brakes, I'd like to do maybe some upgraded rotors or something like that. They work pretty good right now, but you know, there's always room for some improvement there. Maybe a different pad, a little more aggressive pad. I like the way it works right now. Suspension's a little bit on the soft side in the back. I was thinking about maybe cranking it up a little more, but it's already cranked up, so won't be able to do that. We'll have to look at some other options to see what we can do there. It is pretty old. This is 2001, so can't expect greatness. But other than that, let's see what else. Oh, I discovered it had a bad water pump. It was overheating and I couldn't figure out why. I took the water pump off and I found the pin had fallen out that drives it, and so the pulley was just in there doing whatever it wanted to do, and it subsequently, I think, bearings took a shit. So I ordered a new one, got that coming overnight. We should have that tomorrow. And also I got a new turn signal because this one was broken off, and that looks derpy. The guy who had this ski before me also installed these strobe lights. There's these big bulbs in there. I don't know if I'm gonna keep those, but it is pretty nasty. Look at you can see it, it's stroby. So probably hard to see on camera, but trust me, it's significant. I did some initial speed runs last night, just like taking her out and running it up. I got to about 63 miles per hour, and I think there's more in it, so we'll see what we can do. I'd like to see closer to 70 with this setup, if it's possible, but it's a mild setup. This is a Metric Kit SP, I believe. It's nothing too crazy. It's a standard upgraded cylinder. I don't think it has any porting or anything like that. So eventually I'll probably do a different cylinder. We'll see if anybody's interested in playing games with me and send me a cool cylinder to play with. But I'll throw a cool cylinder on it maybe, and pipe it different. I have some different pipes, but I don't want to go too crazy. I already have a really ultra high-end scooter. I want to keep this thing pretty consistent. I want to be able to drive it on the street wide open as far as I want. So cooling is the biggest thing right now. Got a new water pump coming for it. Might do a radiator or something like that, but for now, let's get this variator set up and take her for a rip. Oh, in case anyone noticed, these are broken, but they're broken apart from each other, so it shouldn't be an issue. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing for a ride so you can see what this setup runs like. Okay, so we'll do a little pull from dead stop. Picks up pretty good. there you go. So you can see pretty decent acceleration. And this setup is actually pretty good. So I got a new water pump coming for it, and I'm gonna do a couple more variator tweaks to it. You can hear the shifting's a little off. This is an old variator face that I had. So I'll do a little more testing and see what we can get out of it.